Hello and welcome. This is Divya Parekh. I'm excited that you have decided to join me to learn how to make your message a movement. Thank you so much for your time, and I will make it worth your while. Here's a powerful question to ask yourself. Do you believe in your message? If so, then say yes out loud right now. Do you feel the power in that yes? Great. Now ask yourself, do you believe that your message will impact, support, and enrich people's lives? If so, then say yes out loud again. Notice how there is even more power. You feel it, right? The power of saying yes is that it sets you into motion and creates a momentum. So you feel that? Let's try a few more questions. Do you want more love, more joy, and more happiness in your life? Do you want more time, more energy, and more financial freedom, and more success? Great. Just doing that, you've taken the first step to making your message a movement. And we are going to keep that momentum going. Today we are going to cover 3 things. Why make your message a movement? 7 myths that are holding you back from achieving author success. 3 simple keys for you getting off to fast start. And if you stay until the end, I'll give you 9 marketing hacks to making your message a movement that will help you get your message out to the world. Because it's important. Your story, your message is going to impact so many people. Someone has said to learn, read, to know, write, to master, teach. If you said yes to the questions I asked in the beginning, then you know that your message can inspire, influence, and impact people to achieve success. This is important for you because it gives you energy and ignites your passion, and when you teach it to others, you become a master of it yourself. Because when you teach, you are growing and integrating and absorbing it. There are a lot of ways to get your message out into the world, but the one that I have used and that has worked for me is by writing a book. Writing a book is a surefire way to grow your expertise by leaps and bounds because you're teaching your readers when you share your experiences, insights, and skills. Books are a great way to share your personal and professional story with a large group of people in order to expand your business, broaden your client base, and increase your income. It's also a way to introduce yourself and your business in a powerful way, which is why I decided to write my first book. In my previous life, I used to work in the corporate world where I was running multi-million-dollar projects successfully while building rock-solid relationships. In 2008, when economy took a downturn, several of my friends were laid off. The layoffs had such a profound impact on me that I decided to transition into entrepreneurship, where I could create jobs and not be part of the system where the jobs were taken away. During my transition period, I was guided by other seasoned coaches to establish my credibility. A book seemed like a perfect way to expand the reach of my message and my business. When I told my friends and family that I was writing a book, I got 2 basic responses. There were those who said, "Great, once you write the book, all you need to do is sit back and rake in the money." And others who said, "Don't you know how hard it is? You need an agent, a copy editor, a publisher. It takes forever." But I knew something that they didn't. I knew that for entrepreneurs, the magic of having a book is that you are creating a platform and making your money from your business you build from as a result of your book, not the sales of the book itself. That's why every industry leader these days has at least 1 book published. In fact, having a book gives you the same credibility that having a website did 10 years ago. I also knew that it didn't have to take as long as my friends thought, because I was invited to participate in an anthology where each participant had to write a chapter about a designated topic. All I needed to do was write my chapter. It seemed simple enough. As I sat down to write my chapter, it was not easy. I tried different ways to write my chapter, write it at a certain time every day, dictate my chapter, write it in my journal, type it on my computer, and so many other ways. But I would tear up the written and printed paper, filling up my recycling bins. I was so miserable and upset that it was taking way too long as I continued to write a perfect chapter. I was fooling myself that everything was okay as seen in the picture, thinking that my publisher was okay too. But she was feeling like the gentleman in the picture. Really, what I was doing was I was stalling the anthology, and I was stalling the momentum of the anthology as well. When I realized that I could negatively impact other people, something clicked, and it became clear that it was my fear that was stopping me from writing. Once the awareness set in, I pushed through my fear, realizing the power of sharing my message, made the decision to write the chapter with a focus on my impact, and let go of the need to write a perfect chapter. Because perfect can get in the way of being good. Fear can either help you or hurt you. After I worked through my fear, I realized that part of my mission was to be a writer. I decided to go for a deep dive into authorship, learning from the world-class leaders and masters in the field, leveraging Lean Six Sigma tools and experience gained in science industry to apply process thinking to the creative endeavor of writing. I created a formula that helped me get my chapter finished and also empowered me to write several leadership and entrepreneurial books. Using my formula, I was able to complete each of these books in 3 months or less. The formula allows you to add your originality and creativity to the process to make it your own, just like my clients have. Here are just a few of them. The beauty of using a formula is that it makes all parts of writing a best-selling book easier. Also for business leaders, coaches, trainers, entrepreneurs, experts, and achievers who want to write a purposeful book with a career or business focus. The proven formula creates meaningful connections with the reader that continue the conversation beyond the book. The book not only provides value to your readers, but also becomes a solid platform for you to get more clients, get more paid speaking engagements, build massive authority, and get much wider exposure in ways you ever imagined. Having a book got my message to a large number of readers, which brought me more clients, more income, and built my business beyond what I had envisioned. This is why you need to write a book too. Also, it helps you connect with the influencers in your industry the way I did with Brian Tracy, Marshall Goldsmith, and many others. There are 7 myths that stop people from writing a book. I want to share the facts with you so that you can write your book and get your very important message out to the world. Let's talk about myth number 1. It takes years to write the book. You know, if you were to write the book by yourself, especially as a first-time author, and especially if you don't have the formula that I perfected, it really could take you years to write the book. And it happens, and that's okay. Let's take a look at myth number 2. I'm not an author, and because I'm not an author, I cannot write a book. In my early writing days, I used to think I cannot write a book because I'm not an author. The very thought of writing a book felt like a monumental task, probably something like launching a rocket into space. After developing the formula, when I worked with first-time authors, the formula has worked every time. I have a program where you and I together co-create a plan for your writing, prepare you to take fewer detours, hit fewer dead ends, and get to your first book draft faster. I'll be telling you about this program in a few minutes. Myth number 3. The purpose of a book is to make money. Here's the truth about book royalties. If you self-publish, to make $1,000, you probably have to sell 200 books or more. And if you go through publisher, then it's more like 500 books. And that's only profit after you recoup your expenses. But when you use the books as a business tool, you can make $1,000 from one client. So the ROI on time and efforts is much higher when you write a book with the aim of getting your message out about contribution rather than making the money with royalty. Now, myth number 4. You can publish a quality book only if you have a literary agent and work with an established publishing house. Let's take a look at that self-published books are very real books. If you so desire, you can go about traditional publishing, self-publishing or hybrid. Getting a self-published book is much faster than working with a traditional publisher. As an entrepreneur, you get the same benefit from a self-published book that you get from a traditional book. Plus, they're faster to get out and you are in charge of your own message, and it's not changed or diluted based on what the publisher wants. Self-publishing is the way to go. Myth number 5. When my book is published, my work is complete. It is almost like when people say that. When their website is done, my work is done. Similarly, once the book is published, you now have the tool to get your business rolling because you can expand your reach through the book that you have written for your reader. Myth number 6. Getting your book edited and ready for publishing is mind-numbing. The program I'm going to tell you about in a few minutes includes experienced editors who will maximize your message. Working with our editors is actually fun. In our Making Your Message a Movement program, we design the books and cover as well as attend to the dozen of the details that go into creating a top quality book. And you don't have to worry about it because we walk with you step by step. Myth number 7. I'll write my book when I have time. There's never a right time to do the right thing. If you wait until you're ready or the time is right, nothing will ever get done. Entrepreneurship is a 24/7 life. You have to choose to write that book because up-leveling your business, getting more clients, doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you can find the time, when you create the time for it. It happens because you follow a strategy. If writing a book is the strategy you want to use to up-level your business, I'll give you 3 fast start keys to help you succeed. The key number 1. Do not manage your energy. Raise your energy quotient. The first thermodynamic law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. Extrapolating the law to entrepreneurs, leaders and achievers, you know that you wear several hats during your life to perform personal, professional, and business activities, along with facing lows and highs of life. Just like we have 24 hours in a day, we have a finite pool of energy that we draw upon. It is important to become energy efficient because you can harness your energy to fire up your passion, energy, power up your performance and productivity, empowering you to make a difference in people's lives and make your dreams a reality. After all, having a meaningful life and a sense of purpose really drives your car of life better than anything else. Rather than wasting your energy to figure out all the details of writing a book by yourself, you can join our Make Your Message a Movement program to hone your message with us, to expand your reach and business by including your story in a way that your clients connect with you. You don't even need to spend your energy writing the book like I did. I have a program that I'll tell you about in a moment where we actually incorporate a hand-to-hand walking process that captures your voice, amplifies your message, and lets you use your time for what you do best, helping your clients and building your business. Key number 2, do not just learn from your mistakes, learn from the mistakes of others. Why are some people 5 to 10 times more successful than the rest of the people? They are successful because they just don't learn from their own mistakes. They learn from the mistakes of people who are already successful. They learn from the mistakes of people who are already there where they want to be. Successful people like doctors, lawyers, Olympians, millionaires, industry leaders, artists, scientists, engineers already have the answers that you're looking for. Do not waste a great deal of time or effort in creating something that already exists. When you want to achieve predictable success, find out the people who have achieved what you want to achieve. Find out their best practices and implement the same best practices as you add your genius and creativity to the process. This will save you wasting a great deal of time, money, and efforts creating something that already exists. I spent a lot of time learning and being overwhelmed while spinning my wheels. As I was writing my book, not only you can learn from my mistakes by working with me to create a process for yourself to make your message a movement in the program that I will tell you about in a moment, but in the same program, you get a guaranteed bestseller, and that is a hard thing to do. Many book writing programs talk about being a bestseller, but what most of them do is to use the context of your contact and network and hope for the best. But over the years, my team has perfected that too. In my program, not only you get the benefits of my system for writing a bestseller, you get my team's expertise at turning your book into a bestseller, guaranteed. If you try to learn to do this from scratch, it would take a lot of energy, efforts, money, and time. And time lost is money. Key number 3, power of no. Say no to fear, no to excuses, no to later, no to can't, no to couch, and no to naysayers. Negative beliefs, doubts, worries, and fears will adversely impact your life. Make fear your friend, not your foe. In my experience, use stress, making a decision and taking the right action at the right time as you physically and mentally exercise. You will shift from negativity to positivity. You will enrich your brain with oxygen, release happy hormones, making you more energetic and more effective and more productive. Counterintuitively, a big part of the power of no is knowing when to say yes. And saying yes to what? To the right thing. The power of yes to the right thing for you is that it helps you to say no to distractions and puts you on the fastest path to success. If writing a book is part of your strategy for success, then say yes to that by considering the Make Your Message a Movement program. As I say often, freedom lies in the structure. I'm not talking about just any structure. It is about knowing every step of book writing, from the concept to brainstorming, to writing, to editing, to formatting, to publishing, to becoming a bestseller and beyond in excruciating detail. It is about making success happen and not leaving anything to chance. It is about leveraging our partnership and a step-by-step proven formula. The highlights of this program is that together we achieve mapping of the book by clearly defining what result you want from your book, who the avatar is. The avatar is your reader, and what message you're going to give that is valuable, informative, and interesting. Together, we translate your ideas, stories, knowledge, and experience in a book framework so that you can step in, write, and deliver your book with predictable success. This allows you to hone your message and highlight what best serves your reader and business. This harnesses your energy and your passion in the right direction to gain momentum. Together, we go forward with editing and formatting the book. Together, we go forward with publishing the book with an option to become a guaranteed bestseller. It is basically what you decide and what you want. Getting a guaranteed bestseller that increases your credibility and expands your reach so that you can reach more clients, get more clients, and make more money. And also the biggest thing is impact more people. You will also get 10 soft skills online program that helps you develop a success mindset, break free from limiting fears, develop solid relationship, and learn how to use the success skills so that you can move to the next level of success for you. You get a whole lot more, and I'll give you the link to see the program in just a moment. But first, I promised you a bonus. We will be sending you the 9 marketing hacks to make your message your movement after the webinar. These hacks will show you how to use your book to bring your message to the world in a powerful way. We have talked about all the things that we were going to cover that I had mentioned earlier on in our webinar. We have looked at why make your message a movement. We have looked at 7 myths that stop you from becoming an author success. We have taken a look at 3 fast start keys that can help you become a success. How many of you learned at least one new thing that you did not know before this webinar? Or how many of you were at least reminded of something that you knew that you used to? Would you all please take your right hand and pat yourself on the back because you showed up today? Way to go. I'm very proud of you. Now here's a link to make your message a movement program. And there are a few options that you can use and that work for you. So go for it. I'll put up a slide with the link as well as a quote by Theodore Roosevelt that has always helped me move forward when I feel stuck or confused. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. So make your decision carefully. I'm looking forward to partnering with you to give your message and your business a voice. Be sure to go to the link. See how it will help you energize your business, elevate your credibility, earn you more money by becoming a best-selling author. I'll see you there. And even if you decide not to become a best-selling author, you can still have the book and make a difference. Create a platform for your business and make more money by getting more clients. I'm looking forward to partnering with you. And if there are any questions, please reach out to me at Let Your Light Shine and Be Brilliant. Take care and thank you.